How's it gaming? I'm Phil in the Blanks, and welcome to Marble Madness for the NES. Originally an arcade game by Atari, this was ported over to the NES by Milton Bradley of all companies. It was so weird to think that they used to make video games. Let's just jump right in there, put in our name. I think everyone from my generation kind of remembers Marble Madness. It's one of those games that you saw at the rental store, but no one actually ever got. I'm just going to choose 90-degree controls. The 45-degree controls are terrible for me. But yeah, you play as a little marble in a bunch of, like a series of races, and you kind of bring over your time from each race to the next race, or at least a little bit of it, in hopes to complete all the races. And there we go. That's the first one. I think everyone's at least played it a little bit. It's very unique. The physics of the marbles actually really good for back then. At least in my opinion, I think it's pretty neat. Oh, I love this music. Very, very cool. It is a very difficult game though, but once you've played for about an hour or so, you really do feel how the marble moves, and it's very well done in my opinion. You can choose different routes. Some are more difficult, but faster. Some are, jeez. Ah, damn. Some are slower, but much simpler and much less dangerous. But you're never going to beat the game if you don't try for the harder strategies, so we're going to try to do a couple of them. Hopefully beat it. I can beat this game most of the time. It's not super hard, like I said, once you play it a bunch. I kind of originally wanted to play the arcade version of the game. It is a bit better, but the original arcade version has a trackball that, you know, you actually move around like a little ball, like a little marble. It's pretty cool. I've never actually played the original arcade version. I've only played ports and emulation. Ah, dang. And, oh, come on, that's not fair. Jeez, away from me. But I would have really liked to see what it's like to play with the actual trackball. But this is good. Oh, let's try for this one up here. Oh, yeah! Damn it, I messed up. I'm going to try for the harder strats sometimes. And if we mess up, we'll just go the slower way. But the main point is I need enough time to beat the whole game. So we get an extra like 30 seconds tagged onto the 42 seconds we already had. Now the game's starting to get really hard, and I'm going to try to go specific ways, because some of them I'm just bad at, like this. Oh, I never make that without failing. A little catapult, whee! The one down there, I'm actually going to take the short path, the longer path here, because the one down there you don't see because you're not near it, but walls start popping up to stop you, and then you got to go fast to jump over these little gaps. I'm not good at it, I can't really do it, so I'm just going to take the regular way. Yeah, the original game, like I said, it was by Atari. It was made by Mark Cerny. This was his first major success. He was only 18, and the guy still works. The guy still works for in the game industry now. The guy's worked on Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, God of War, the new Spider-Man. He worked on Death Stranding. Like, the guy's still around. He's making some, working on some big stuff. So that's pretty cool. This is the weird, silly race. It's not just you go up and down, but the upward angles act like downward slides, like gravity is reversed too. So when you looks like you're going down, you're actually climbing. It's really, really hard to explain, but to be honest, the actual race itself is not that different. Well, okay, I'm proving myself wrong here. But thankfully I've got enough time that shouldn't be too bad. We're almost there already. Avoid the strange birds. Careful. It's also just cool to see another isometric game on the NES. I grew up with Solstice, which was like the isometric game for me. There we go. 19 seconds is pretty decent. Not an amazing amount of time, but we shouldn't have any real trouble doing the last level. The last level is actually not very long. So once we get to the end, it's really just patience. Right here, you gotta rev your engines and go. There we go. Gotta make that jump. After that, it's not super difficult. Well, down I go. Bumpy right here. Just go. There we go. Avoid you. Okay. Oh, I never make that. That's great. And here we are. Here's the ending. And it's all about disappearing like tracks. And I'll try to make this one fast. Come on. Once we made it, now we're good. Just do this ramp right here. And just this little area. We got like 10 seconds left to spare unless I die right here. Yes. There we go. That was Marble Madness, one of the absolute shortest games for the NES, but it's one of those that I can imagine kids playing a lot and like taking forever to beat for the first time. And I didn't play it a whole lot as a kid, so like I said, it took me about an hour to kind of really get decent at this. That was a lot of fun. There's my name. Look, I'm a high roller. Anyways, with that, sorry for the short episode, but it was just fun to play a little classic game like this. I'm Phil the Blanks. See you next level. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this episode, click that subscribe button and hit the bell icon to know when the next episode is up. If you want to support my channel, share some videos with some friends and consider supporting me on Patreon.